You're currently in Europe to support Motley Crue on their UK dates, which I think has surprised quite a few people. Why aren't you playing your own headlining shows this time around?
Well, we haven't been here in 4 years, or 5 years almost, and we needed the exposure because of we have a new album out that was re-released. It came out in, I think, in November '85, and it just got re-released by Epic over here.
Standing on the Edge. Standing
on the Edge, and the single Tonight It's You just came out again, and so I think we have to come out and do some support acts, which is fine for us, and we've already been tentatively asked to come back for some of the Doningtons and things like that.
So some of the festivals in the summer.
Yeah, because as soon as we get done with our English dates here, Rob and I are going to stay here in London and go look at a few studios and see for maybe recording over here in Europe, and then after that we're going to go and get in the studio and make another album and hopefully have it out by the summer, and hence more playing, so we don't just have to support. We'll do some of the bigger ones. Good to be back, though, I should say. It's great to be back in England.
Well, it's nice to see you here, but you've been in the States as well recently playing some shows. You played some support shows out there with people like Night Ranger, REO Speedwagon, Heart and John Waite. Is that because those acts need a good support act to sell tickets for them?
Yeah, that's true. We were out for about, what, 9 months?
We were out 9 months in a row.
And,
don't say straight. In a row.
Right, in a row. Not necessarily straight.
Don't say straight.
Yeah, and they needed some help in certain areas of the country, and so we were the perfect act to go on and help sell tickets.
It's almost like a co-headline deal on most of those things, or it's two well-known bands, put it that way. I mean, we're more popular in the States than we are here.
Right.
But
we can do our own shows there in the same venues, pretty much.
Maybe half the side, half the audience sometimes. Certain cities, certain cities we can sell 10,000 seats, and certain cities we can't. It's hard to find. We can't sell out a cafe.
Well, when you're playing as a support band, you're probably playing 45-minute sets, something like that. Is it tough having to curtail your set, because the band's been going since the early '70s, virtually?
Well, we want to play more. That's for sure.
Yeah, we have 10 albums out, so I mean we have at least 100 songs that have been recorded we can fool with. So we wish we could play longer, but this is how it goes, and we don't feel anybody owes us a living or anything. We've just always worked, and I think work is, it doesn't set us apart from every band, but I mean, we like to work, and we're willing to not always go first class. We're willing to be a working band, which we have been for years.
On the last American tour, you were sleeping in the tour bus. You weren't actually staying in hotels. Is that just trying to save money, cut a few corners?
Save money. It was convenient. Because on some of the support shows, we'd have our crew, and we would have our band, the four of us, and there was no reason for us to have 2 tour coaches and stuff, because we really didn't have all the extra lighting people and all that. It made us, we didn't like to be around each other that much, the crew and the band itself, but it worked out fine, and we ended up making a small profit at the end of the tour, and we had fun, and got used to those buses. We watched a lot of movies.
Oh, the old video machine.
Well, the buses we have over there have 2 video machines and maybe 12 bunks to sleep in.
So what was the favourite film during the tour? Which was
Caddyshack.
That's a good one, yeah.
Caddyshack. It started me into playing golf.
Are you playing golf now?
Well, I swing at it.
Twice.
If you can imagine me out there. The trouble is, my guitars are a little heavy for hitting the ball with.
You certainly have the right outfits for golf, aren't you?
Yeah, well, I look like I should be out of the links, huh?
I think, as you've already hinted, your profile in the States has dropped off a little over the past few years, but you're right back in the spotlight now with the new album. Do you think the new record is a lot better than something like One on One or Shook Up, those records?
I don't think it's any better, really. I enjoy all those albums. Of course, Rick wrote the songs, we recorded the music for him, so it's easy to say that. But I don't know. I can't answer a question like that, because that's something for you to answer, or to critique.
I think in '79 and 1980 and everything, we were doing great. I mean, we were played at Reading, and we were headline Reading and all that stuff. And it was like it was a backlash or a good lash from the Budokan and the Dream Police records for us. But I think everybody got tired of it, as we did, of hearing about Cheap Trick and eating sushi. It's like the Budokan, the Budokan, the
Any different
Budokan.
in Japan?
It's like
They got
I was
black
tired
hair,
of reading
shorter.
about us, and I'm sure everybody else was tired about reading about us, and so I think we had a couple lean years of not the airplay we wanted, and we didn't have the press because we got tired of answering the same questions over and over. So like we came back, we didn't really come back. We kept on playing, but now to a lot of people, we're almost like a new band. They happen to recognize some of the old songs, but it's like a new band. It's like, oh wow, there's a lot of people we're getting press with, and a lot of requests for interviews, and plus being with you, Dante, probably
The highlight of our
next
career.
to Maggie Thatcher, one of the most unpopular people in England. I mean,
Popular was the word you
oh
were
yeah,
looking
that's right.
for. Now I'm not going to ask
She
you
used
about.
to be popular now. She went down.
I used to be popular before this interview as well,
Yes.
but there you go. Now, I'm not going to ask you about Japan. Instead, let's see some Cheap Trick on video.
Yeah,
Here we go.
good idea.